Hi folks, Lee Gettess here with the Market Sense for the week of December 16th, 2014. We are going to stare into some charts that look like trade navigator stuff. I look at them forever. This is the weekly bond market chart. And you know, when we made this spike high back here, we said they'd have to go back and retest it at some point. I really didn't expect that was going to mean actually making a new high, but they did make a marginal new high here. And they really haven't traded either support or resistance this week. It's just from the big spring up last week, which kind of caught everybody by surprise, or at least me. What we're looking at is support around 143.28 and resistance around 147. But we're also looking at, well, there's a CPI Wednesday, but the big deal is the Fed statement. We get the first Fed statement since there is no more QE to discuss, and we get a press conference from Janet Yellen, which I'm sure they'll have some fascinating questions about what's going on in Russia and a few other places so far this week. So I don't know that you can really make bank on either support or resistance, but they really haven't traded either this week, and anything's really possible once the Fed issues their statement and everybody parses every syllable. Stocks, of course, have a completely different situation here, where they after this amazing run up from this low have just turned and started right back down with a fair amount of authority. The thing is, I really thought they would be stopping around this mid-Keltner channel, and they have not done so. Now we're looking at roughly 1965 down here as being an area that could hold them and prop them back up. As nasty as this sell-off is, you have to look at the size of the move up and realize this is nowhere near 50%, that you'd be down in this area here before you even retrace 50% of the move. And you can't see it on a weekly chart, but you're really only 6 days from the all-time high. So this looks nasty, and it is more than I expected and could indicate they're in a little trouble here, but I think we ought to see a bounce fairly soon. And of course, they have a tendency to rally out of Fed meetings, and that's something to consider. So that's what we've got for you today. I hope you can find something profitable to get yourself into. Thanks for checking in to see how we think of things.